Hey, what's up you guys? So in today's video, I'm going to be making a video based off of a video that I saw on another channel. It's from Yupboy21. Check his channel out. I'll add an annotation or link in the description. He made a video that was 5 life lessons that Yu-Gi-Oh has taught him. And I thought it was a really good topic because Yu-Gi-Oh can definitely teach you some really cool, interesting life lessons. And, you know, from my experiences with the game, I feel like I've gotten some knowledge that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So I'm going to share 5 things that I think Yu-Gi-Oh has taught me. And at the end of the video, I'd like for you guys to leave comments saying things that Yu-Gi-Oh has taught you. Here we go. The first thing that Yu-Gi-Oh has taught me: there are leaders and there are followers. This applies to Yu-Gi-Oh big time and real life. In Yu-Gi-Oh, there are the innovators, and then there are like the bandwagoners. We've gone over this kind of thing before. Everybody talks about net deckers and, you know, metagame hype, bandwagons, hype beasts, whatever you want to call them. There are people who innovate and make new decks, and when they do and they win with them, other people will just follow without really any question. They will quickly jump from, you know, deck to deck. Some people would like to say dick to dick. And it really does get a bit annoying, you know. There are people who will strictly look to be led, look to be told what to do. And in life, you know, that's true too. There are people who take charge and get things done. There are other people who just rely on them. I'd say that this is applicable to me because, I mean, I'm in school. I have to do things like group projects. I have to sometimes coordinate skits when I make videos, like skit videos for this channel. You have to sort of, you know, there are leaders and followers. You have to respect it. It's a true thing, and Yu-Gi-Oh has definitely taught me that. Number 2, there is a difference between investing and just recklessly spending money. In Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like recklessly spending money is, oh, this deck is top tier right now, let me go spend 500 bucks on it. Investing is, let me get staples, let me get extra deck cards, you know, things like that. There's a huge difference. In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's really easy to just dump a lot of money into either one of those things. I mean, you can invest in cards or you can just buy whatever you want. I think that good investments in Yu-Gi-Oh also can include, you know, things like watching the market, predicting when a card is going to be good and rise in price, getting it, you know, kind of what vendors do, buying cards cheap when they aren't really popular, and then when they blow up, like, let's say a $30 Vanity's Emptiness, you can sell them for a profit. And I think that that applies to real life because, in my opinion, there are good investments and there are bad investments. I feel like, you know, in life, you can invest in things that are productive and will give you like benefits in the future, and then you can just spend your money on stuff you don't need. I guess it varies from person to person. Drugs? I don't know. Like, but basically the moral of the story here is Yu-Gi-Oh is relevant to real life because, you know, you can waste money on Yu-Gi-Oh, or you can spend money smartly and make your money back. So the same thing applies in real life. You can buy stuff you don't need, spend all your money, live like you're rich and then end up broke, or you can be smart and invest in things. The third life lesson that I learned from Yu-Gi-Oh is that people are only out for themselves. Look out for number 1. You'll quickly find out that when your binder or your backpack or whatever gets stolen at a big event and you tell your friends, they don't care about your stuff nearly as much as you do. You know, everybody likes to say like, yeah, I've got friends, we let each other borrow stuff, you know, we'll give each other discounts, whatever, and look for stuff for people. But in the end, we all know that in Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, no one's gonna really win your match except for you. Like, you know, in the long run, and when you're at the top tables of an event, you know, your friends might be at the sidelines, but they're not really helping you. And the same kind of goes with trading. Everybody ultimately is just trading for themselves, buying for themselves. They're really only looking for the things that they want. And this relates to real life because obviously in real life, you know, of course you have like friends and of course you want to help other people, but ultimately, you know, you can only trust yourself. You know how people are. Not everyone can be trusted and not everyone should be trusted. And if you do so, you're probably a bit naive. You know, you'll be betrayed, and not even really betrayed, but people are only looking out for themselves. People only, you know, when it comes to money, when it comes to other things, you know, you guys know what I mean, you know, people are only out for themselves, and it's something that Yu-Gi-Oh, I wouldn't say taught me that, I mean, I kind of already knew, but it's definitely like there's some common ground there. So I would say that that's definitely the third one. Number 4, people will do bad things to get ahead. People will lie, people will cheat, people will steal. These are all things that happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Loads and are heavily reflected in real life. They'll cheat, people will stack, people will, do anything they can, load a die. They won't tell you about rulings, they will try to card shark you. People will steal your stuff. This is regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. You kind of get used to it, but it shows because people, how like in Yu-Gi-Oh! So many players are so defensive, only do one trade at a time, keep your backpack close to you, always ask if you don't know something, watch your opponent all the time. Because people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheat, people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Steal, people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Will lie. They'll lie about a card price if they feel like they can get a good deal. And they won't feel shame about it. And that's reflected in real life. People in real life will do the same thing. People in life, they lie to get ahead. They lie to get a good grade on a test or get a job that someone else can't get. People will steal, it sounds like it's something that's crazy, but when it happens to you, it becomes a very real thing. People in life cheat in every sport and every other competitive game. People cheat, it's a fact of life, so I feel like that's definitely a connection that Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life, I saw that. And number 5, the last thing that I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Taught me is that you have to make friends. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Friends are needed. If you don't have friends, it's kind of tough to really survive. Yes, I know I said earlier everyone's out for themselves, but really, if you don't have friends at your local card shop, then people, or rather, if people don't really like you, it's hard to get trades, it's hard to really get better, you don't really get to get playtesting in, and also, you aren't able to go to events. And when you have friends in Yu-Gi-Oh! Things are much more fun. You have things to laugh about. You have people to talk to about ideas and problems, how to improve your deck, how to playtest, people to, travel with. Things in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are much more fun when you're with other people and not alone. And this is certainly reflected in real life. I know some people in real life like to think that they're just lone wolves and, oh, I've never had friends, I'm fine by myself. But ultimately, you gotta know people, you gotta socialize, you gotta make friends. The benefits are many and they'll appreciate your company as much as you appreciate theirs, if not more. So, those are the 5 things that I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh's taught me about real life. I'd like to hear from you guys. What are 5 things that Yu-Gi-Oh has taught you about real life? What are lessons or things that you can apply from Yu-Gi-Oh to your everyday life? And explain them a little bit. Let's discuss that in the comments. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be trying to get more deck profiles coming up soon, decks and duels. I know I've been doing a lot of more just these discussion-y videos, but I will pick up the pace on the regular Yu-Gi-Oh-ish content. And also, if you're interested, please fill out my viewer survey. There's a link in the description. It takes about 15 minutes, it's kind of lengthy, but it does help me know how I can change and improve my channel. And I will be using it for giveaways. At the end, you can submit your username if you want to be eligible for random giveaways I'll do from time to time. And submit your nominations for the Yugitube Choice Award. There's also a link to do that in the description. Hope you guys liked it. Follow me on social networks, subscribe for more good Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.